Super Movie Ninja! Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another review of Super Movie Ninja! And guess what? We're finally reviewing a good movie. That's right, after reviewing a lot of bad movies, we start reviewing now again a good movie. That's right. And what's this good movie? Well, if you didn't read the thumbnail or the title of the video, then it's Kung Fu Panda 4. Now, before I get into this review, I just want to make a quick announcement. So, tomorrow, when I do a movie review, I'll actually be having a special guest coming on who's a fellow YouTuber and just in general a friend of mine. His name's Polar Edits. I'll put his link for his channel down in the description below for today's video and tomorrow's video so you can get a bit of a taste of what types of videos he makes so you can get a little familiar with his content and stuff. And I'm just really excited to announce that he'll be on the channel tomorrow. And the movie review we'll review tomorrow, me and Polar Eds, will be the Thunderman's movie. Now, I haven't personally seen this movie yet, but he has, and he told me to check it out. So tonight I will check it out, and me and him tomorrow are gonna review it together. So I'm just really excited to announce that he'll be on the channel, and just make sure to look for that. So, before I get into the review, make sure to smash that like button, hit the screen button, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. Without further ado, let's get started. So, with Kung Fu Panda 4, I didn't have exactly any high level expectations, and I didn't have any low level expectations. I just had that perfect level of expectations where it wasn't too high, it wasn't too low, but you really know what to expect with these movies, and this movie is exactly what I expected. A fun, good old fashioned animated comedy that was not trying to be anything like grand and spectacular, but was just trying to be good enough. And that's what I got. I got a good enough animated movie. And I mean, a lot of people I've seen online have a lot of problems with it, that it wasn't as good as the first three and all that stuff. Now, I've only seen the third one before I saw this. I never saw the first two, so I've only seen the third and now the fourth. So, I don't think that it was any worse than the third. I actually personally might have enjoyed this one a bit more than the third, as I just like this one for me just was a little like better in a sense. Like I'm a big fan personally of multiverse stories, and this kind of felt like the Spider-Man No Way Home of Kung Fu Panda movies. So that just kind of resonated with me more than something like the third one. And just alone for me, this was a great movie. It was just, for me, the perfect balance of action and comedy. And sometimes these types of animated movies, especially from DreamWorks has a lot of highs, but they can also have a lot of lows. And this one, though, they definitely did find that perfect formula for me of action and comedy. So for me, that really worked because necessarily the action was kind of in sync with the comedy. They were like the action that had some base around it with comedy, where they both like elevated each other, and I thought that was a very good strategy. That the comedy elevated the action, and the action elevated the comedy. I just thought that was a really good strategy that they had there, and overall, I just thought this was a really funny movie in general. For me, the funniest scene was when Jack Black sings a Britney Spears song at the end. I thought that was personally really just really funny. And it's not even in the movie, but it just shows that they were definitely trying as hard as they could to make an enjoyable enough movie. And for me, that's exactly what this was. Now, I want to get into the animation aspect real quick with this. As with an animated movie, sometimes the animation really can help tell a story where the dialogue itself can't. And I thought this had surprisingly good animation. Now, probably these are the best animated action scenes I've ever seen, where it kind of goes into a 2D style versus the 3D style it owns the rest of the movie. And seeing it go into like a 2D style thing, like a 2D and 3D mix within the animation, when I saw it do that, I thought that was just a really good move on their behalf, as it just gave them a lot more artistic, like artistic, what like things they could do. Like it just really for me gave them a lot more artistic possibilities for what they could do with the animation, and especially the action scenes. So for me, it's probably the best animated action I've seen in a movie. Even with a movie like Across the Spider Verse, I thought that animation was great. But I know for some people, it like the action scenes could have been a bit disorienting with that. I just thought this found the perfect blend of animation style for an action scene, especially for anyone to like find some wow, this is amazing. And like for the people who think of like Toy Story and that stuff when they think of animation, like it has that style, and then it has the Across the Spider Verse style of animation for the action scenes. Now I'm talking primarily about the action scenes when it comes to animation, because that's when the animation really just stands out the most, and that's what really makes it look the best. And I just thought that was really cool how they did the animation. And then, just in general, there's not much you can say about the performances, but Jack Black was definitely funny in this movie. He definitely doesn't seem like he's getting stale anytime soon, and I'm glad to hear that because I am a massive fan of Jack Black. And I'm glad to see he's not getting stale and he's still perfectly doing his comedy, like always, even though he's getting older. And the, most people they probably didn't notice this, but if you've seen the Super Mario Bros. Movie, you would know he sings in that, and he also sings at the end of this. That's a nice little callback to his previous work. And I just think they really tried their best to do a movie that could deliver on expectations that weren't that high and not that low, but it just found a way to be pleasing enough to entertain everyone. And I think that's the movies we need nowadays. We don't need all these Oscar bait movies, because sometimes these Oscar bait movies aren't for everyone. We need these types of movies that don't try to be anything great, but don't try like aren't anything bad, and they just try to be pleasing enough. And I think we don't have enough movies out there like this. We either have too many Oscar bait movies or too many bad movies, and I think this is something that they should really go for more in the movie industry, where they just find a way to make a pleasing enough movie. And that's what this movie was. So I hope you enjoyed this review. Would I recommend you see this? I probably would. I think it was pleasing enough for me, and you'll probably have a lot of fun with it. Without further ado, Super Moving Ninjas! Ow!